Hello, Cedric. It is a pleasure to chat with you today.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, the first thing I have to say is this show is it is so powerful. It is such an incredible story. Starting out, how did you prepare to make this series and to play Emmet Till?
It took a lot of research, reading about it. But I think what helped me a lot is I had already knew about the story. So I did a lot of preparation, reading, watching as many documentaries I can, and just researching. And it also helped, being having a lot in common with playing Emmett, as far as just being a young Black boy, and growing up, and the things we share interest in. So it took a lot of research, but it paid off, I can say.
Well, what did you want to bring to this role? Like, what was it that, of course, interested you? I mean, to start out with.
Well, I feel like when we hear Emmet Till, all we think about is the story. And there's not a lot of, recordings or videos about him or his mother. So for me, going into this role, I wanted to be the voice for Emmet Till, and I wanted people when they see me, I wanted them to see Emmett. So I think I just wanted to humanize the character, and I think our writer MJ did a great job doing that for us.
In terms of actually going on set and everything, did you have conversations with the producers about what they were looking for, or was there a conversation in terms of working with them on this?
So the conversations like that were more with the writer and director, I feel like. But I was definitely getting criticism from the producers, and that was very helpful and reassuring for me.
Once you're on set, the time and place of the story, the show does such an amazing job of setting that all up. Coming from a modern, frame of view, what was it like for you to step into that? Is it compelling?
I mean, when you hear stories, when you hear the story about Emmet Till, it's really not far from how we live today. And unfortunately, stories like this were happening back then, and they're happening now. And I think now is a great time for us to release this story, so people they learn from it, and we see that it's happening then, and it's still happening now, and it's something that has to change.
Did you have a scene that meant more to you perhaps than others? Was there anything in particular you shot that was, a big part of playing the character?
I feel like it was the car ride scene where it was after Emmett. This was after Emmett had after we went to the store and everything had happened, and we had ran over the dog, and Emmett wanted to stop for the dog, and he got kind of chewed out by his big cousin. I feel like that scene was important to me because it showed that it showed how kind-hearted Emmett was, and he was just such a good person and cared a lot about people, about nature, and for him to lack knowledge of it, it seemed like what happened back then, or where he was, and for this to have happened, it was. I just wanted people to see what a good person he was.
In terms of the cast, you worked with some incredible people. What was it like working alongside them? Who did you have any favorites?
I mean, Adrienne, watching her work she's a phenomenal actress. Just watching her go through all the scenes she went through, it was amazing getting to learn from people like that, because she had some pretty deep scenes. So yeah, I took a lot out of that, and I think she killed those.
Did you watch? Did you watch the series? Or do you watch your own work, or what do you think about that?
Yeah. So personally, I'm very like when I first watch it, I always critique how I am. So my first time watching anything I was in, really, I always critique myself. But I feel like the second, third time is where I really just sit down and enjoy it. And I think I can say with all confidence that I'm proud of myself for doing this role, and I think I did a good job.
You were amazing. Congratulations. Last thing I'd like to know is what's coming up next for you? What are you working on? What are you thinking about? What would you like to do?
I mean, there are some stuff in the works. I can't wait to, start filming more. Still finishing school. So, just can't wait for the future.
Well, one question then there, what's your favorite class?
My favorite class.
Or subject.
So personally, this might be a surprise to a lot of people, but my favorite subject was math. Like it's for me, it's not as hard. And when you know what you're doing in math, it's pretty fun.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for the time.
Thank you.
Very much appreciate it. Love the show.
No problem. Thank you. I appreciate it.